Good morning everyone, it's Dave here from davestravelpages.com, and this is the second day of my 2-day bike tour from Athens. I spent the night here in this village's name, which I think was Cheracus, but you can check on the sign for yourself. And now I'm going to head towards the Temple of Poseidon at Cape Sounion, and hopefully there's going to be somewhere secure enough to leave my bike, so I'm going to tie that up and then spend some time on the site, and then I'm going to head back to central Athens. So I'm going to give you some clips from the road, and hopefully I will take you around the Temple of Poseidon as well. I'll catch you in a bit. Okay, so not sure if you can see, let me zoom in, see if this works, but up there, that is the Temple of Poseidon. So this is kind of like the first view as I've cycled around the corner. And to get there, it looks like, well, there's a little bit of uphill obviously, but I've just got to cycle around this bay here. So I'll give you some views from the top of the temple. So you can see there where I cycled up, and in front of me there is the Temple of Poseidon. So this is about the third or the fourth time I've been to the temple, and I'd actually forgotten it had got like a retaining wall around the outside. If you're interested in finding out more about it, you probably want to pause the video at this point. There we go. And entrance was free today, which is pretty cool. So I'm going to take you for a walk around it now. As you can see, the weather is not the greatest today, it's a little bit overcast, but it is February. And there's not that many people here. When I cycled up the hill, there was a couple of buses in the car park, but it looks like they've finished their tour, which is pretty good. So I practically got this place all to myself at the minute. Just a couple of bored looking like guards or whatever they are around. And as you can see, this is the temple itself. Now, to be perfectly honest, I have no idea if this has been partially reconstructed at any point. My guess is that numerous times through the years it has been partially reconstructed. But it certainly doesn't look as bad as the Parthenon, which I don't know if you've visited. The Parthenon is one of those places where it is a very spectacular place, but there is a lot of building work going on, and it kind of takes some of the magic away from it. Whereas this one, because of its location, especially after having cycled here, I don't know, just feels a little bit more special somehow, doesn't it? Well, I don't know if you're getting that special feeling, but I am. So apparently this temple forms the third point of what is called a sacred triangle. So there's three temples. There's this one, there's the Parthenon, and there's another temple on, I think it's the island of Aegina, and they form a triangle. The Greeks love triangles. But you can check it out on Google Maps for yourself, and if I remember, I will put a link down below in the video so that you can have a look yourself. So this temple was dedicated to Poseidon, and there's a few other myths and legends attached to it. So I believe it from here, this was where people would sort of proceed up in a ceremony. I think it's tied into the myth of how the Aegean got its name as well. And most people visit for sunset. So the sunset is over in this direction here, and it kind of disappears. You can see the larger island in the background, kind of disappears over there somewhere, and it is a good sunset. Like I said, I've been here 3 or 4 times now, and it's always a little bit different and always a little bit sort of special, and it's pretty obvious why they built this temple here really. And in the surrounding mountains, there's an area called Lavrio, and Lavrio was famous for silver mining. And silver was basically how Athens gained its wealth. So perhaps this temple was like part dedication to that, part god of the sea. It's in a very good point. Who knows? I don't think there's that much written about the temple itself. If I do find out though, I'll include some links. Let's take you down to the sea. And what they've done is they've built a path on the site, which you can see here, and that goes all the way down to the sea. And along the path there are some viewing points so that you can see the sunset. It looks like it might be blocked off currently because it's not the right time of day, because I'm here at about, I think it's about 11 o'clock now. Oh, there's a bit of graffiti on that wall. It's very naughty. Not too sure what that says. Perhaps one of my Greek friends can let me know. And apparently, perhaps Lord Byron had also left some graffiti on here somewhere. I'm not sure if I can find that later. I'll try and check it out. So there we have it. That's the Temple of Poseidon. So from here, I'm going to cycle towards Lavrio and then head back to Athens. I've now reached the edge of Athens. I've not taken many shots from the road because, to be honest with you, the road wasn't particularly interesting. Although that said, I'd not travelled on some of the section before, and it was actually quite nice for cycling. In some places there is even like a little bit of a shoulder on the road where I could cycle. So I might come that way again at some point. Got about another 10 kilometres left to go back to my house, and that's it for this bike tour. So I hope you've enjoyed watching these last 2 days. Thumbs up if you did like it, subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you in the next video. Cheers for now.